Crazy Mike, CrazyMikesapps.com, with an iPad app demo for hands-on equations by Borenson Associates, Hands-on Equations. This application is in the education category, works on the iPad, and currently sells for $4.99. This math education app introduces algebraic equations in an easy-to-grasp format, which includes a video example for each of the 6 lessons, followed by 2 additional examples, 10 exercises for each lesson, as well as an overall review lesson for all 6. Here's the opening screen. Hands-on Equations is just that. You're going to be able to use a balance, number cubes, and pawns that represent x to solve algebraic equations. But let's watch a quick video snippet to see what it's all about.
Students no longer have to be intimidated by algebra. Today, a new educational tool called Hands-on Equations is making the subject fun and easier to learn. The innovative teaching system is designed to help students as early as the 3rd grade easily understand algebraic equations using a physical and visual model.
Instead of working with variables and constants, and everything is visual in front of you, and you can instantly understand the difference.
Almost like game pieces, pawns and the number cubes, and they're transitioning an abstract equation into something that is very concrete and very familiar to them.
So the 1-minute video gives you the background and gives you the explanation about what the application process is. But let's go ahead and jump into the lessons themselves. There are 6. Each of the 6 comes with a video, and they have different goals. And then down at the bottom you have a review exercise session that has 10 questions, as well as each of the exercises for the lessons. Let's go ahead and tap on the video for lesson 1. And it's an overview of the goal that you're trying to learn.
A balanced scale. We need to find...
So you can tap on there. It's a 3-minute video, and it's going to give you the idea or the goal of what you're trying to do in lesson 1. So we'll back out of there, and then we're going to go ahead and do an exercise in lesson 1, and I'll do number 2. In this lesson, you can't actually move the number pieces or the pawns, or the number cubes or the pawns. And it tells you that when you try to. But you have to find the value, and it says if the pawn of both sides balance. So we have 9 over here, and we have x and 2. 7 is the answer in my opinion, so I'm going to go up here to where the space is for x. Now I'm going to scroll the spin wheel to 7, and then press done. Now, once you do that, you're going to see a box populates over here on the far right saying auto check. And you can tap on the box, and it will actually go through the pawns and the number cubes on the balance, and it'll see if you're right or not. Now, they need to equal, obviously, and in this case, they do. So once they do, we can go ahead and put our answer in here, which now we know is 9. And we'll put 9 over here, again using the spin wheel. And once you're done, you're going to get a trumpet blast and a great, and the box will say great. If it's wrong, it'll be not equal, and you'll have to try again. Now we're going to head back to the main menu, but if you wanted help, you can watch the video again by tapping on help. You can go back, or you can go to the next equation rather by tapping on next, and then down here on the bottom left you can restart the entire lesson. So we're going to go to the menu, and we're going to go back to the menu here, which has all the lessons, and I'm going to go to lesson 4. Now this is a little bit different, and now we're going to actually get a chance to use the balance as well as the number cubes and pawns. So when you do that, you get a little bit harder of an algebraic equation, and we can start populating the scale with the numbers. I'm going to put 10 and 9 to represent 19, as well as 1 pawn to represent the x. Now you can see the pawns continually appear, and you can also take the pawn off by dragging it up or down, but we'll leave that pawn there. And then we have another pawn, a 2, and we have a 5. Now we'll do some quick subtraction based on algebra, and we'll take this pawn away and 1 pawn from that side. We're going to take 5 off of here, which will leave us 14 over there. So we have 2x equals 14. Again, I'm going to go on a limb and say 7. Now you don't drag the cube up there. You still tap on the space next to x, and you put in the number you think it is and press done. Once you do that, you can auto check your answer. In this case, I made an error. I forgot to put the 5 on, so it's not going to equal. And this is a good example that we need to add the 5. because the 5 shouldn't have been taken off, or I should have added it. Now we can press auto check, and we should have an equal. 14 equals 14. So we know, though, the correct answer for x is going to be 7, which means this is going to be 26. And we'll scroll up there to 26. Done. And then we'll do the same over here. And once we're done, we get the trumpets again, as well as a great message. So that's it. The interface is the same. If we wanted to go to the next exercise, we could just press next. It gives you a new exercise. Again, we can clear the board here, which means the game pieces or the pawn and the number cubes, and you can restart the entire lesson here, which clears it off. And then we can go to the menu again here and then go back to the home page, which is the beginning of the application. Again, tap on the menu lessons and you have quite a bit of algebraic lessons here, going from lesson 1, which are easier, to lesson 6 and the overall review lesson, to learn the hands-on equation method for solving algebraic equations. That's it for this iPad app demo. Until next time, this has been Crazy Mike from Crazy Mike's Apps, saying see ya.